While the small group format of guided reading allows for differentiated instruction to meet individual needs, you may find you have a student who needs even more individual attention to help him or her progress. As I worked with this group of 5 third-grade students reading at book level M, I identified one student who needed more support.
He thought his head would burst.
I met with Marvin's teacher to analyze his running record. He says office for offices, which is a good meaningful error. He says countries for country. Based on the data Marvin's teacher compiled and my anecdotal notes from the guided reading lesson, we learned that he understands what he is reading, but he needs help with scanning to the end of the word. This is a common issue for children who are learning English as a second language.
I agree, because he does look at the word, but he doesn't look at it all the way through. Once he gets an idea of what it is, that's what it is.
After I worked with Marvin during the 2-day guided reading lesson, I met with him individually to help him with decoding strategies. I gave Marvin a card listing different decoding strategies, and we worked on recognizing when certain strategies would be useful in his reading. Now here's the one-on-one conference.
Marvin, I was impressed when you were reading with me today because you were so good at remembering what happened in the story. I think that's a great thing. And you're thinking about the story. Sometimes you're not always looking all the way through the word, and I want to teach you just a couple strategies I think will help you. The one I'd like you to think about is to chunk a big word. There might be parts in that word that can help you, and that's one of the strategies we're going to work on today. So go ahead and start reading, and we'll see if there's any tricky words that we might be able to practice a strategy.
Many weeks passed. One morning, Henry heard singing. A little bird flew out of a tree into the open sky, and Henry thought about being free. But how? As he felt lifted, a crat.
This is called a... Is there a part in there that you know that can help you? Do you know this part? Yes, very good. 8.
Crate. He knew the answer.
Let's stop, because you did 2 things that were excellent. You said now, and you noticed it wasn't right, and you fixed it. Fantastic. Here you got a little bit tricked. What helped you with that word?
Because it means like left. It means like you're on the left. But
on the left. Let me show you. If you cover the ending of this word, take your finger and cover the ending up here. Take this finger. Yeah, the ending is over here. And that part says lift, like you lift something. Okay, and then you add your ending, it's
lifted.
Okay, go ahead and read that sentence for me again.
But how? As he lifted a crate, he knew the answer.
And now, crate was a new word for you. You could check the picture to figure that out. Can you show me the crate in the picture? Excellent job. And you did a super job of finding a word that you knew. Keep going.
He asked James and Dr. Smith. He helped him. Dr. Smith was a white man who thought slavery was wrong. They met early the next day at an empty warehouse.
Can you show me the parts to that word? Can you chunk this part? I'll use this hand. Yeah. Where's the first part? Good. That says?
Where?
Where. And this side says?
House.
That's exactly what I want you to do, Marvin. Fantastic. When you have those big words, find those parts. Do you remember what a warehouse is?
Yep. It's like there's a house with empty stuff that only has boxes and boxes and boxes.
You're absolutely right. As you're reading, look for those parts to help you, and always think about what would make sense. That's your best strategy. Thanks, Marvin. You're thinking about this.
Marvin did well with the decoding strategies I taught him. He stopped and corrected errors on his own. During the next few guided reading lessons, I would monitor his decoding to ensure he continues to improve. In about 2 weeks, I'd follow up with another individual reading conference to assess his progress and plan the next focus for instruction.